What am I comparing against? Oh, I'm comparing against some of best yet. No, I shouldn't. I'll fix that in a bit. Is that my latest run that I'm comparing against? I thought it was a 46. I'll check after I get in the ship. What is this? Average segments of fuck off. It's a 46-48, I just found it. I got a 44 something yesterday. I know I sent you a picture of it, but anyway. Also, as you can see, the best way to defeat that helicopter is with a goddamn wrench. We need 1000 bolts here, we have 1000 bolts, that's good. And now you get to see the actual mechanics of this game. What are you doing while watching, by the way? Playing Maple, I guess. Is that the Mega Boost server that you were talking about? Yeah, that's the same video. I gotta go and do Jardine. That's still in 3 hours though. Alright, you get to see the actual, well, not the first bug that I've encountered, not encountered, what I'm doing. I think this is the second proper bug, which is a technique called jackpot, or jankpot, some call it, which is you kill one dog, you preferably don't die. So, you kill one dog, you don't pick up the bolts. Doesn't matter if you pick up some strangled bolts, that's just fine. As long as you don't pick up the bolts from the dog. You go up here, which is totally intended, as you can see. Blow up those crates, and the reason it's called jackpot is because now I get a fuck ton of bolts by killing that dog and not pick up its bolts. You have to kill the dog, you have to destroy those crates and not pick up the bolts from the crates. And then just pick them up, or like as long as you destroy the crates before you pick up any bolts from the crates are supercharged with bolts. So I essentially manipulated myself with 4,300 bolts now, even though I should have gotten only roughly 1,000 if I remember correctly. And yeah. This is probably the crispiest goddamn Cur one that I've done in a while. You can also just die here because your respawn point is still at the beginning. Next fun part. This game is full of fun parts. Because it's an old game, they saved file size by putting the ends of the planets at the beginnings of the planets. Which is right behind this door. So we clip through the door and we go to the end. Essentially all the planets are just circles. There's a couple that aren't complete circles. They have a teleporter at the end. Now this planet I have two ways of doing this. You actually saw me practice this earlier. I can do it the way that I practiced, or I can do it my old way, but I'm gonna try the practiced way first. If I wouldn't die. So I need to clip into this room, which is the easy part. And the hard part is clipping out of the room, at least to me. There we go. This is also something I don't technically have to do yet. Because I have an item that people usually skip on this speedrun, but I need it because I suck. And the health. So, because I went this route instead of the one I normally go. Normally, there's another spaceship you have to go through. And there's a long-ass cutscene. But because I chose this route, I get to skip the cutscene and just clip through the wall into the other spaceship and get the coordinates for the next planet. But because I'm stuck in the room, I have to reload the planet. And yeah, I can technically get out of the room and take the long ass cutscene back, but it's just faster to take the loading screen. Now this next one is my second hardest planet. It's just one trick, but it's an annoying trick. Because you see the water here? You can't dive in the water, but there is water inside the building that you can dive in. So I click slightly in a spot that you can dive in. You have to do it near frame perfect. And you can dive in the water that you can't dive in. But I got it first try, so it's fine. Usually it takes me 3-ish. And because this speedrun is so lovely... Oh, thanks for the follow, Joe. Because this speedrun is so lovely, my 2 hardest planets are back to back. And the next one has the hardest single trick that anyone... Well, there's 2 tricks, but they're very similar. Tricks that are the hardest tricks that anyone that wants to speedrun this competitively has to learn, which is infinitely jumping on top of mud, just like so. And I have to do it twice. If I fail the second time, I have to do the first time again. So this is my hardest planet of this game entirely. And I failed the second time. If you look at my input display, you can see why it's hard. The other trick, because there's 2 similar ones, it's basically the same, but instead of going for speed, it goes for altitude. And you have to do it with the analog stick instead of the numpad or the... what do you call it? The D-pad. Which makes it a lot harder, at least for me, and that's almost the only trick that I have never learned for this game. I will have to do it eventually, but I don't want to do it just yet. Come on. Also, we slide across these stairs. I enabled a trick called Ghost Ratchet where the game thinks that I'm dead. I went into the mud slightly and pulled myself out of that. So the game thinks I'm dead, which is why I can go through walls now. So I went in the mud, but I pulled myself out of the mud with the slingshot, the item that I have in my hand right now. But yeah, the second trick is called Cineflips, the one that I haven't learned yet. And I have not even tried learning it yet. But yeah, that's the 2 hardest planets done. And we're 1 minute and 18 seconds ahead of my... it's not my personal best, but it is my latest run. I know it says it's my personal best at the bottom, but that's lies. Don't worry about that. I have footage of me getting a better run. Now, this used to be a hard planet, but I spent so much time learning this week that it's not that difficult anymore. That is a camera clip. by the way. That I'm not a ghost anymore because I went through a loading screen. I have to now push the camera into Ratchet, and then it pushes Ratchet through the wall. So that's what's happening here. Also I died. It's fine. Also, if I was playing on a PlayStation 3, I would have to kill those two dudes that are shooting at me because they cause immense amounts of lag on the PlayStation. But I'm playing on emulator, so it doesn't matter.
Now.
But yeah, I'm confident that I will learn Cineflips and the proper way to do the previous planet. Because there's a different way, but you have to hold the input heavy trick for more than 10 seconds in a row. So I haven't... I'm trying to learn it, but I'm not good at it. So this is the one where the camera goes to the crotch. That's the one that I have learned out of these camera jumps. I think they're called camera proxies. Also, James, if you're still here, I actually properly learned this one. God. Yeah, but you know how my wrist is, so I'm not really fond of learning the input heavy tricks. I can run this game 4 hours a day, but at night I have a little pain. Yeah, James comes and goes. He's the guy that talks to me the most here. Well, not including you right now. We're talking about making a glitchless category yesterday, but I think a lot of the fun of this game is just all the glitches. Also, this used to be one of the hardest, if not the hardest, planet in the game, but we have our ways now. Though it has become the hardest once again in the actual runs. Also, don't mind me. Yeah, learning the glitches and doing the glitches is like... I've tried to play through this game casually, like 4 times this year, or even this month. But I always end up doing speedrun shit just because I can, and it's so much more fun. But a glitchless category would be so nice because that would lower the barrier of entry by so much that we could get actual new people speedrunning this game as well. Because this has taken me multiple hundreds of hours to even get this far. And I'm on the leaderboard, I'm average. I do have to remember to actually play this game with you when I come over next time. Because even casually this game's fun. Now, let's see if I did it correctly. No, that's fine. There's a checkpoint there, but I haven't figured out quite where the hitbox for it is. Alright, you do have a PlayStation 3. I already forgot about that. So I had my memory in the, like, that we got you an emulator last time, but no, we actually swapped the SSD out on the actual PlayStation 3. Did you ever get it jailbroken? Wait, I'm full on ammo? What the hell? Oh, okay. We can figure that out next time if you haven't done that by then. I do think you might actually get it done before that. Just need to sit down and actually do it one day. So, you remember the dog that I killed and I didn't pick up the bolts? Yeah, this is called jank fish, which is I throw a wrench at these guys, I throw a bomb at these guys, and they give me a fuck ton of bolts. I don't know why, I don't think anyone knows why. But it just happens. Also, this is one of the slowest planets in the whole game. Which is completely fine, because we have figured out a way to skip the whole planet. Ultimately skipping like 10 minutes on the actual speedrun. The trick for that is so goddamn hard that I have not even bothered yet to learn it. I'd rather first get my brain wrapped around easier tricks. Oh god, don't die here. Yeah, if I die here, I still lose all the ammo that I've used, but all the fish respawn. So this whole planet is basically an escort mission and you have to kill the fish. So this guy is named The Guy, by the way. He doesn't have a name, he's just The Guy. But yeah, we escort him to these things so he can move us to another guy. But the other guy is not the guy. And the other guy will sell us a jetpack, or a rocket pack for Clank. Come on. And yeah, if you lose the ammo and you die, you don't get the ammo back, but the fish respawn, so you have to reuse the ammo. And if you're out of ammo, well, good fucking luck finishing this, because these things are a bitch and a half. Oh, there's a fish behind me. Yeah, even one fish, even if it's stuck like this one, it will prevent the guy from moving. Oh god. I have 1 health, for fuck's sake. Okay, that's the wrong direction.
We're here.
Yeah, the reason we come to this planet is to get a gas mask for the planet we played as Clank with. But in the modern version of this run, you actually play through the whole level as Clank, because you can now. And it's hard as hell, so that's why I still use the old route. And the reason why I'm leaving the mission and coming back is to just refresh my ammo of missiles. But yeah, now we have the gas mask, so we can go back to the gassy planet. But yeah, the reason why this new skip is so important, where you play through the whole level as Clank, is because you don't need to get the pilot helmet to steal the aircraft at the last mission, and you don't have to do the last mission at all for the gas mask. The downside is that you don't get the rocket pack anymore. So even if I were to learn the whole planet here with just Clank, I would have to learn the entire end game without the rocket pack. So that's why I haven't bothered with it, because I have so much other shit that I have to learn just to do that. But that's also kind of why I like this game so much, because the skill ceiling is so high. I can play this endlessly and I still have shit to learn. Also, that aircraft doesn't shoot you if you're in the air, for some reason. I guess he's aiming for the legs. Yeah, my record is 44 minutes and the world record is like 22, 21, something like that. I'm golding almost every split, what the hell?
That must be the ship that...
By the way, I read through the rules and you only need 25 followers for affiliate. I know it says 20. Oh. This mission usually started from this, or getting on this turret that I'm on right now. But there is no check for the height of where you are at the world, so I just go under it and it lets me do the mission. This used to be a very hard mission for me. I didn't get or figure out when I need to focus the guys that are shooting me and when I gotta focus the thing that I gotta shoot. But I've mostly gotten it down now. I'm still slow at it, but it's fine.
We must get...
Also, you can crash the game there. Not a lot of planets left. That's all of them now. What, 5?
did not see to.
This one's also kind of interesting because we basically do the whole planet out of bounds. Unless it looks like I should be able to walk here. Now it kinda does, but no. The whole idea here is that we have to fight Quark in a dog battle. But because this is a speedrun, we obviously don't want to do that. It's a slow battle. It's a fun battle if you do it casually, but it's a slow battle. Instead, we figured out that if you just go walk to the goal, he kills himself. And then I have to kill myself, and we get the cutscene of actually beating him. I might actually upload this run if I hold the rest of it together. I actually have to knock on wood run. So yeah, you saw me practice this one. You're about to see why it's so fast to just do the camera shit. Oh, Vivi seems to be home. I'm gonna mute for a bit. Okay, she's not barking. Never mind. So yeah, I have to do the whole section, not the whole section, most of the whole section. Just to get to the place where I can buy the PDA that allows me to jump in the air. There's a one little skip here, where you skip the whole backside, which is like 10 seconds, but 10 seconds is better than nothing. Taking damage doesn't matter then. A little bit slower, but it's fine. Matters if I die. So yeah, now we're at the guy that sells us the thing. And yes, he's the same guy that we just fought in a dogfight. Now we just skip the rest of the game basically with this this tech. I'm 5 minutes ahead, what the hell? The recording, it does have a mic input. Because I wasn't going to record these, so if I'm gonna upload this one, it's gonna have to be the VOD from Twitch. Or I'll download the VOD from Twitch and then I'll fix that up. But I don't think the moderation team cares. They're most probably watching it mute anyway, if they're even gonna watch it, because they don't really pay attention unless it's like top 10 or world record. That's the whole planet, by the way. But if I am keeping this up, the pace it is, I will definitely upload this. Because this is going to be probably my last speedrun of this route before I have to start actually learning new shit. Because I know I can get to probably sub 40. Which Ratchet and Clank? Is it an NG Plus or any percent? Because I know that any percent number 1 is a Finnish person. Yeah. And I think number 4 might be French. That might be France. But yeah, we do, or I do rather, just NG, no, not NG plus, any percent. Yeah, it is the same person. Atapi is a very good runner. There's only one thing I dislike about Atapi, and that thing is he records his speedruns with a camera in front of his screen instead of an actual capture card, which is like, it's completely fine. That is completely valid, but it makes it annoying to learn from him. So yeah, this is the last planet. I actually could, yeah, I'll probably, now that I'm thinking of it, I'll do a bit of learning on the speed tech, and then I'll try to get a sub 40 run with this same route, because I still need to learn the speed tech for the other route as well. That eases it up a little bit. Yeah, this is the final boss. As you notice, he took a little bit of damage before I even hit him. There is a reason for that. The reason is that I'm actually supposed to fight him earlier, but I skipped the earlier part of the fight. I'm supposed to just keep the flamethrower at him But if he goes out of the arena, I can't, so that's why I have to go to the middle. The whole idea here as well is that the flamethrower does damage on every single frame because of a bug. I actually suck. If I get close to him, I deal damage on every single frame, so that's why this whole category is possible to be as fast as it is. And there we go, 41-17.